Oh, yeah, boys and girls. We're back with another one, another edition of Cigars and Sports. And, of course, this is your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Talk podcast. And, as always,
Jim from the Fan in the Van podcast. Oh, we got one tonight. Oh, we got one.
Earlier this week, me and Jim were talking. It's a slow season, man. It's a slow time of the year. I don't know, man. But all of a sudden, when I emailed Jim the lineup, it was so fucking loaded. I'm like, shit, I think we might even have enough time to go through all this shit. But, we had some breaking news throughout the week. Look, we're actually going to hit a little bit of everything. We got some NFL content to go over. We got some MLB, of course. We also have some NBA. And we're not going to talk about the Dallas Mavericks. Believe it or not, that fucking choke job artist. Not artists, the whole fucking team. Again, they were over their heads. But fuck the Mavericks. Fuck Boston. First of all, I don't want to give them the attention because it sucks, Jim. Before I digress, fuck Boston. They won a championship. I don't care when or what or who or when do they win. But they win every time a Boston team wins. All right.
Alongside, it's disgusting.
Yeah. Alongside getting beaten 2 out of 3 by these fucking Red Sox, also, who started our slide. And we'll touch on the Bronx tale a little later on. It pisses me off to no end. Fuck Dave Portnoy and his annoying ass. And anybody associated to them, all right? Including fucking Sweet Caroline. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, anyway, Boston.
Oh, man. Before we get on it, man, because we're probably going to dive in, but tell us what you're smoking today, buddy. I'm going to go.
As usual, it was hectic at work today, so I didn't have a chance to really dive into, grabbing a really, kind of like a unique one. Mm-hmm. But then this one is kind of unique. And it does have a feature no other cigar has. So I went with the LaFleur Dominicana Double Ligero, and it's a chisel. So it's a chisel because it's a chisel tip at the top. But with this one, you don't have to cut it. All you do is this, and it pops open.
Ooh, nice. LFDs are good cigars, man. LFDs are good cigars. For Dominicana are great fucking cigars.
Southshore got the whole lineup now. They got all of them now. The 1994 they got there now. It's God. Wow. It's just good thing of beauty. Again, it's like looking at a row of tens when you go to anytime you go to a club, it's like looking at tens. It's just a beautiful thing. I love every freaking minute of it.
That's always a great thing here. Let me ask you a question, Jim. Is that I was going to ask you something. That LFD, what is the name of it again? I know you said because I want to look it up.
It's the double Ligero.
Double Ligero.
And this one, from what Evan told me, is supposed to pack a punch. So we'll see. Because the other one I had the regular one the other night, and it starts out smooth, and then at the end, you start getting that punch, and it's just, ooh.
All right.
It's kind of like this weather out here. It just, it gets you hot under the collar, and it's just a great feeling. Great friggin' feeling.
All right, light it up, man. Light it up. Let's see what we got under that bad boy. So it's funny. I kind of restocked on some cigars, got myself a nice little 4-pack sampler there, like a 5-pack from a nice one, the Garcia family. They're a local rollers from down here. And I'm not going to try one of those today, but it's funny because I'm at this lounge, the local lounge. It's not by the one I frequent to the most because, since I don't smoke as often as I used to, I usually used to love to try the hand-rolled ones that they do in-house. And the lady was like, yeah, this, they actually got a sign. They got a spot where all the hand rolls are there. You know what I'm saying? No wrapper. And she's like, yeah, this is Armando's. These people have been with us. That cigar lounge has been there for about, I think, almost 30 years now. And these people have been rolling with them for the longest. They're old as shit. They're about to die. They roll from their house, dude. That's how much. They can't even get to the cigar place anymore. And I grab one and I'm like, I smell it. I'm like, yo, this is good, man. This actually smells pretty good. So I'm going to take a risk. It's a Maduro, of course, nice little thick. Looked at it. The wrapping is tight. Look at the veins. Look at the veins right there. It looks good. So
Wait, hold on. No Diddy on that.
That's true. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. Diddy's probably looking at those veins like, fucking salivating. Yeah, it's like, oh, baby.
Chopping at the teeth. He's like, reminds me of Meek Mills.
That's right. I was gonna say, I was going to say, it's probably the rapper Meek Mills. How was that? How's that bad boy? What do you think of that?
It is truly, truly amazing. I love it.
Okay.
It starts off smooth. Like the first draw is a little hard a bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like a little like it wants to like just fuck with you right away, and then it goes smooth. And I know by the end, it's going to fucking knock me out almost as bad as Jake Paul's going to get knocked out by Mike Perry in bare knuckle fighting.
Yeah, whenever they redo that again, I think it's they think they reschedule that fight to.
Well, Tyson Jake Paul got rescheduled to November.
Yeah.
So he's fighting Mike Perry, who is in UFC, and bare knuckle fighting.
Well, he is, but they got to fight in regular boxing ring, right? Boxing match.
No.
No, I think it's regular boxing.
I don't know how it's set up, but it's bare knuckle, and I don't think Jake Paul stands a chance.
No, if it's bare knuckle, it's a different story. I think that's different.
And Mike Perry's a fucking nutcase. He was that guy that was in UFC that got into like all those ballroom brawls and then went on that racist tirade and all that shit. And Dana White was just like, "Yep, gone, goodbye."
Yeah,
because,
I can't deal with shit.
Because in the UFC, they actually handle domestic violence, unlike the NFL.
They do. They don't play with that shit.
Just putting that out there.
Mm-hmm. They do not play with that.
Speaking of that, Greg Hardy was just in another like MMA style fight, and he got knocked out again.
Really? Yeah, well, he sucks. I mean, I don't know why they even bother with that guy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know either.
I don't even know they bother with that guy anyway. So, Jim, staying on topic here with guys that you shouldn't bother. Breaking news this week. First, we'll start with the NBA. As we all knew this was going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. We all knew this was going to happen. JJ Redick signs a 4-year contract to become the Lakers' next head coach. Or like I like to call it, LeBron's next bitch. LeBron's latest scapegoat and LeBron's latest excuse for not winning a championship. All right, we've been through this road many times before. About 10 times now. It's going to be the 11th probably in LeBron's career. He's going to go and get a coach fired. Don't understand. First and foremost, I like JJ from a IQ standpoint. I like JJ from a guy that had a great college career, one of the best Duke players of all time, top 5 in scoring. A guy that's not athletic, should have never made a career in the NBA, even though he was a good shooter. He came in right before the shooter's touch, you know what I mean? But he worked. He's one of those guys that used to work his ass off, do the playbook, just standing there, and he made a good career. He had a great career. 3-point champ. I think it was even 6th Man of the Year one year, but he had a good career. I think a guy played almost 15 years or something like that, and great contract. A lot of money by the Clippers. You know what I mean, dude? But a guy that I don't care how smart you are with no coaching experience. Come on, man, it's ridiculous.
That's the thing, and people sit there and they're gonna think we're gonna bash him taking the deal. Absolutely not. The problem is, the Lakers want to win now. You can have a great basketball IQ all you want, but the Laker job is not the right fit for you. Taking a job at, say, Cleveland on an up-and-coming team, like something like that, or taking the Brooklyn Nets job if it was available, something like that is where you start. And then I'm seeing on TikTok, not TikTok, which, by the way, fuck TikTok, because I could smoke on here, you communist pricks. But they were comparing JJ Redick to Pat Riley, like as far as how many years they played. No, but like it was how many years they played, their college career. They didn't do it based on stats. It was just like Pat Riley went to Kentucky, he went to Duke, he played X amount of games in the NBA. JJ Redick played X amount. Pat Riley was in broadcasting for 3 years. JJ Redick 2. And like it's just like all this minor stuff. Because you can't do stats and you're not going to compare J.J. Redick, who's never coached, to Pat Riley. You're a friggin' fool if you do that.
Dude, it's crazy.
But,
Pat Riley started filming, all right? Pat Riley started doing all the little shit, all right, off the floor. You know what I'm saying? Pat Riley started then he became an assistant head coach, not even the main assistant. He was another type of coach. He's coached for like 5 years before he got the job from Whitehead or Westhead, whatever his fucking name was, a goofy bastard. So for them to say that this guy is ready, and here's the thing, they got to surround him with an all-star cast of coaching in order to give him, so the learning curve, it is not that steep. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Again, it's not the right fit. And listen, it's great. The guy can coach now, but this is not. It's not the right team. It's not the right personnel as far as players. Like you have LeBron, where if something doesn't go right, well, why don't you talk to the coach? Like all this was in play. Listen, we all knew that this was all in play when they started the podcast and started getting buddy with each other. It was already in the works. The Lakers could say, no, he was the best fit. No, Dan Hurley was your best fit. But Dan Hurley was smart because he can make more coaching at Connecticut, and he's not the scapegoat when things fall apart.
He'll be back to the he'll get a coaching job in the NBA. It's gonna be the right one. Dan
Hurley, when he's done coaching college, whenever his Connecticut deal is done, if I had to project now where he would wind up in the NBA, I could see it being the Knicks for this reason.
He'll stay East Coast.
Because
East Coast guy.
A, East Coast, B, they will build a team constructed for him and take Thibodeau out of the picture.
He's an East Coast guy too, so yeah, Dan Hurley would probably be the next Knicks head coach in probably two years from now. You know what I mean?
Because if you think about it from this perspective, Dan Hurley, Madison Square Garden, you're selling out every night. Every Knicks game would get sold out in a matter of moments because Dan Hurley is going to coach for the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen.
Oh, man, but here's the thing, and let's go back to the real picture. Why he is the real coach, right? It's because he is the one that LeBron's going to be able to make his bitch and direct and do whatever the fuck he wants because they will draft Bronny James. This is the guy that's going to probably endure whether Bronny James gets drafted in the second round or Bronny James gets, picked up as a free agent if he goes undrafted. JJ Redick, it will be another advocate, another support vote for LeBron James to make sure that Bronny is in that Laker team and LeBron James gets another accolade that Michael Jordan has never had. Again, it's a non-important fucking accolade to be the first one at doing something that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Which is playing with a kid. So that's mainly the reason why he's a Laker coach. It's funny, during this whole ordeal, LeBron was said, I was never asked for any input or decision or, in the coaching search, So, the coaching search, I didn't have any influence in the hiring of, he was quoted of
right.
JJ.
Right. Sure.
I said, I got you, buddy.
You know who should draft Bronny? There are two teams that should do it just to fuck it all up. Boston, Miami.
Just to fuck him.
Because Pat Riley will not trade Bronny Jr. to the Lakers for anything. He'll be like, remember when you tried having Spoelstra fired? See, now I'm going to fuck with you. Carmen's the big bitch. Now I got your son. Now he's going to be my bitch.
Yeah, unfortunately, Pat Riley won't do it because, he has to move on from Jimmy and rebuild. If it was another season where he was loaded, he'll probably do it. But I think Boston can. Boston can absolutely afford him just to fuck with LeBron James. That's one thing. The Phoenix. Remember, my secret pick here is going to be the Phoenix Suns. I think the Phoenix Suns will do something just to get his ass, just to fuck with LeBron or maybe bring LeBron over. Then you would have like all the fucking superstars in the world, right, with no bench. Or LeBron would take
kind of like what they did to get Kevin Durant. You got rid of your bench to get Durant, and where did that get you? Nowhere.
Or LeBron can sign a very team-friendly deal because of cap space. Like, hey, listen, dog, you're never going to play with your kid. We got him on the contract for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
All right, just give me $20 million.
See, but like, but again, like we've said it on like several episodes already. Bronny Jr. is just not ready. This is a huge mistake, and when this doesn't pan out,
it's not going to pan out.
He's going to wind up playing in Japan. He's going to wind up playing overseas, like Stephon Marbury did, and like what Dwight Howard's doing right now.
Yeah, but the difference was that Dwight Howard and Stephon Marbury had careers in the NBA, and they were all-stars. So
okay, so better yet, better yet, here's a better comparison.
Jimmy
so
Fredette.
Remember a guy? It's like you're in my head walking around. But yeah, Jimmy Fredette was one that he's a great shooter. He's this, he's that. He comes to the NBA and he sucks, and then he goes overseas and he's like the next white Michael Jordan.
Well, he's the king out there.
He's like the next Marbury. Yeah, he gets paid like one too. Why would he ever want to come back?
Now, Bronny, I mean, I get it, make it to the NBA, but buddy, he's a 4-year project in college, and they would have had a better chance of being a productive player, being at least a productive player and getting drafted on your own merit. Because right now, dude, Bronny is not going to get drafted on his own merit. No, it's not. It's going to be drafted on who the fuck he is related to and who his father is. Let's not get it twisted. I got nothing against the kid. It's not his fault he was born into the family. It's not his fault that his other shit. But however, guess what, man? He is guilty by association, and he is not making any decisions for himself. It's his pops. All right? It is what it is. Fathers knows best, but not when it comes to the expense of your kid's life. Because this is going to be a huge blow in Bronny's career. Not financially, because the kid is never going to need any money ever again in his life, right? But from a standpoint of, I guess psychologically, dude, he's going to go down as probably the biggest mistake any team has ever made. And that's probably bigger than Sam Bowie being drafted before Jordan.
My thing is, yeah, good job, Portland. You really got a winner in Sam Bowie, all right. My thing is when Bronny has that, hey, welcome to the NBA look hit put on him, the way Caitlin Clark got it, is everybody going to be like, oh, you can't do that. That's Bronny's kid, and he's going to be the new face of the league eventually, because people are actually going to think that, and you shouldn't, because he's not going to be. But they're all going to be against that happening to him, but they all applaud it for Caitlin Clark doing it, if having it done to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's going to be a lot of hypocrisy when and if that happens.
It's a little bit of a shit show next season. This team, it's probably going to win 35 games, and I'm being fucking generous. Because remember, they're not a well-constructed team. They still have a lot of holes, right? You're still going to have to be worried about Anthony Davis and his health, right? You don't have a lot of mixes. What are you going to do with D'Angelo Russell? Are you going to re-sign him, or are you going to get rid of him? There's nothing out. There's nothing out here in this free agent season that fits the model for them. There's nothing in the draft that's going to help them either. This is one of the weakest drafts ever, and of course, in combination, and it happens in coincidence to be one of the weakest free agency free agency seasons in a very, very long time. There's no big.
I mean, you got Paul George out there, but he's already being linked to. He's already being linked to Philadelphia. So, I mean, and he could go to Philly, and Philly still ain't gonna win shit.
Dude, Paul George doesn't give a fuck. He wants money. So you're gonna overpay Paul George at this stage of his career.
I don't knock it. If you can play to get another big money deal, I ain't knocking you for it. Like, it's just you can criticize the team for doing it, because it's like, all right, you're gonna pay Paul George all this money, and you know his injury history. You know, kind of like paying Kawhi Leonard a lot of money, and he's got a ton of injuries. Like, the Lakers are paying Westbrook a good amount of money, and the only thing he could do to stay healthy is show up at a friggin' at the Kendrick Lamar concert and friggin' crip walk with everybody, or do whatever the fuck they were doing at that pop-up concert.
Yep. Jim, move up your mic again. It's making that noise again. See if you could
Jesus. Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna hold it for a while.
Let me see. Okay.
I'm just gonna hold it. Fuck it.
There you go. All right, look at that shit. I'm gonna see if it makes it. I'm making the noise now. So it's definitely your shirt, huh? It's definitely your shirt.
Yes, reporting live from the van. It is definitely the shirt. I cannot wear polos when doing this.
No, it's making a weird noise again. It's still making the fucking noise.
Jesus. Why?
I don't know. Is that the wired one or the wireless one?
Not the wireless one. It's the one you told me to get.
Oh shit, man! Because you had a wired one too. I saw you had a wired. That's the one I
Yeah,
had.
I got the. I have the tripod with me just in case.
Yeah, no, that one never makes any. But it makes the noise every once in a while. It doesn't do it all the time, which is strange. It doesn't matter. Yeah. We're gonna get bucked up in here, bro.
Yeah, so, don't worry. All the heat we're gonna spit's gonna fucking just drown it out anyway.
All right, so yep. So again, we are both in agreement that this is a completely snow job. Probably going to become one of the worst signings of a head coach ever. People are going to say, "Well, what about Steve Nash? He wasn't a coach." Well, Steve Nash actually had a little bit more coaching experience. He was an assistant somewhere. JJ, I don't think JJ has even coached ever. AAU. So
I don't think so. I mean, the only coaching he's ever done is playing NBA 2K.
Yep, and when he rode the bench for a while.
Yeah. But let's not act like JJ's really the head coach here, though. We don't know who really is. We all know.